Hello, greetings, salutations, and welcome to my channel. I am your host, Kylo the NESMAN, here with you with part 3 of the Superion review featuring Air Raid. He is the fun-loving risk-taker who often charges headfirst into battle. He will become my left leg of Superion, although, as I said in previous videos, all the aerial bots, the main 4, aside from Silverbolt, retain Scramble City functionality. And thanks to the specialized perfect effect upgrades that I have, that can be possible in so many more awesome ways. But without further ado, let's talk about Air Raid. Right here, like most, he has a beautiful head sculpt, and I gotta say, I do like the seriousness detail. One thing I didn't cover in the other videos was how the head can move, more around in some. It's like up and down a little bit more, than at your average combiners. It can go up and down a little bit easier. And just like the others, it goes all the way around. Forgive me for jumping right into the articulation, but as I stated before, just about every single aerial bot is fitted with the same movement. So, let's talk about his gun and how it differs from everybody else's. As soon as we remove it from hand, like so. Check that out. Still posing. Now, this one is white as opposed to the black single-barreled guns that I was using before. And this is a double-barreled gun, which is not bad, but the perfect effect hands can actually form into a better gun, which I may show later on, in another video, that is. Same ports here, and the details are pretty nice. They kind of look like they have similar venting sides that I showed on the previous 2 aerial bots, but this time on the gun. And personality-wise, this aerial bot here, like Slingshot, can be a little bit reckless. I mean, Slingshot's got attitude, but Air Raid is straight up reckless and super, super headstrong because it's always, he's got to be the first in battle. He's got to be the first one to attack. And, he kind of, he's just, like super danger taking. He loves to take unnecessary risks. At least that's what his bio says. Kind of like a certain wrestler that my wifey loves called Jeff Hardy. He loves to go into unnecessary risk. He's been that way for 20 years, but God bless him. I love me some Jeff Hardy. The wifey does too, don't you, baby?
Yes.
I knew she'd want to be a part of this. But yeah, unlike the other aerial bots, the last 2 I covered, this one does not have the gun style on the wrist. Instead, it looks more blocky and almost like a shield of sorts on the side. And the same can be said on this side as well. But just like the others, he can stand to do some dynamic posing, He's like, please, I'm not a hothead. I'm just awesome like that. Now, if you're wondering why I have the wings out as opposed to the last reviews, I like the way Air Raid is, and in the cartoon series, their wings are almost always, stretched out this way. So I figured I'd keep them out for that, in that position. But like the others, it can go sideways. So don't think it can't. Or if you want to, it can go up like that. Personally, all of them look pretty good. I think all of them look pretty good, but for G1 functionality, for the purist in me, I'm going to kind of leave it like this whenever I have it in robot mode. Like every other aerial bot before him, the articulation is a full, all the way around kind of turn. Oops, don't get stuck. There we go. And we have some decent elbow movement, just like that. Swivel, just like that. Head turns all the way around, as I showed before. It's on a bally joint. Both arms are the same thing. Oh, and notice, the Autobot symbol on him is this time on the right shoulder. Smaller. I even missed it at first. And unlike the air vents that you kind of see in both Fireflight and Slingshot, this one has it looks like wide open, like you could press things in there. It almost looks as if it was built for that purpose, to maybe put something in there. I don't know, I'm not sure. The legs bend just like all the others do, all the way out, all the way back. And just like the others, he can do the same "we can do it" We can go the distance into the air. You know, he's that awesome.
But can he need Two-Face?
Can he need Two-Face? Well then, he can. Just like his brothers. He can not exactly Kinshasa it the way others can, but when they are Superion, you don't want a Kinshasa from him. And I'll show why in one of the future reviews. But let's get him transformed into his jet mode, which is essentially the same as it was all the others. Like the others, I'm going to turn this around, and the head is, the nose cone is going to come up like that. Plain and simple, very easily. I'm going to bring this down, and we're going to bring this down just like that. Very simple. And like all the others, the legs right here. Look carefully now. Watch carefully. We're going to take the front, we're going to take the back, and we're going to open it up. See? Just like that. Very simple. All the aerial bots, the main 4, are basically permanently the same in that aspect. And it's more about sandwiching the legs in and holding them together. Same deal. Sorry, like this. See, carefully. Watch carefully now. Right in here, they're going to bend that way. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. It's like that commercial that just doesn't work for you at that moment, Let's see. I am forgetting something, aren't I? Let's find out. Wait, nope. It doesn't want to close.
Aries not cooperating.
No, he is not. Aries not.
I think he wants to go do a swanton bomb in the air.
That would be funny if he could. There we go. There we go. See that? That's more cooperative air raid. Because it's this right here. Other reviewers don't really talk about some of the difficulties as transforms sometimes. But in the detail, I'm going to go right here. This has to bend a certain way. You can fiddle with it, but you don't want to fiddle too hard with it because you don't want to risk breaking your toy. I know I sure as hell don't, because I cherish these way too much. So we're going to try this, like that, like that. There we go. See? That was simple. That's a bit better. Now, fold that up, and we connect them at the legs, just like that. Down here. Now, just like the other aerial bots before him, there is a little peg right about here. My finger's on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of dark. But it plugs into this little slot right here. So, we're going to take that, make sure it's all lined up nice and fine, and we're going to bring it down. It's very difficult to see in this light. Sorry about that. And that is very odd. It is weird. See, the thing is like right here, right there. So we got to be careful with it. It's kind of fiddly. It's kind of fiddly-faddly. There we go. And just like that.
People might want to know my name in this video.
They know who you are. You've been in my videos all the time. But for those who don't know, this is the wifey, TwinkleMane. Kelsey Asha TwinkleMane. For the sake of speediness, though, I'm so sorry. It doesn't look like it's going to peg. Maybe I'm wrong. I do not know. But it's not pegging in proper. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. But the OCD in me is telling me not to. But I will figure that out later. If I am incorrect, please do correct me in the comments below. I am always welcoming new ways to do things. But anyway, right here, we're going to bring these wings down, just like that, to save some time and energy. And just like that, he's primarily done in that aspect. He is modeled after a McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle. And this is a sweet, slick jet design. Now, whereas I'm going to get right to the obvious. It's got the robot kibble. They all do. Bear with it. But one thing I will say that I do like is the weapon placement on him. You can put it right here on the top, just like that, which is pretty damn cool.
So if Jeff Hardy was a jet, he'd be air raid?
Probably more like Jet Hardy. You could put the weapons on the side like that. And, you know, it would go on either side as well. So in this case, the weapon placement on the vehicle isn't so bad. Like I said, it looks good on planes. It doesn't necessarily look good on cars. So, again, I'm a little bit unnerved by the placement of the shoulders here. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. But otherwise, it's fine. I'm just going to leave it like that and stop fiddling with it. But yes, that is Air Raid. Let me lower the camera so you can see him in his awesomeness as it is. No, you may not. Let's see. Let's not forget everybody's favorite moment of my videos. Whoosh. Whoosh. Air Raid. I know, baby. You'll get to do the next one.
Yay.
Now I'm trying to see. I don't think he has landing gear. This one does not. It doesn't look like it does. So that is Air Raid, and he's not so bad. A lot of people, you know, some people do or don't like him. I'm loving it. I love the cockpit design right here. How detailed the lines are for the cockpit. I love the wings, especially. He's going to be the left leg for me. And if you want to know, sorry, I'm all types of fluttered here. If you want to know how to transform them into limbs, then please refer back to my slingshot video, which was the first one, where I went into extensive detail about how to transform them. So, in the meantime, this right here is Air Raid. He's got the stickers, lovely Autobot stickers here, lovely Autobot sticker here. He's pretty quick, I would say, with the, with the way he's condensed. He's not spread out heavily, so that, he's about speed. He's faster in the open sky, but, in close quarters, some might be faster than him. So you could say he's the glass cannon of the group. He's not exactly the strongest, but he's not exactly the weakest either. So that being said, what do you guys think of Air Raid? You tell me in the comments below.
So what would fit in that tiny space?
What, this?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nothing can, because the cockpits are not openable, unlike your wind blade.
Ah.
So that would be nice if they made cockpits open up, maybe tiny little human figures to put inside there.
Like Scorchfire?
Mm-hmm, like Scorchfire. But we'll cover that another day. In the meantime, though, I just wanted to cover Air Raid because next week we're going to be doing the final of the main four, which will be Skydive. And honestly, anything I have to say about Skydive, you'll hear about next week. In the meantime, this is Kylo the NESMAN and Kelsey Asha TwinkleMane saying that, remember, growing old is mandatory, growing up is optional. Childhood into adulthood, brotherhood and sisterhood. We love it all and we love you all. Peace!
Night all.